Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's video I am making one of these things. Well, not the ball, but I'm making stuff for inside the ball to give away this coming Tuesday to all of my patrons. Normally I don't live stream on Fridays. Hey Buttons! The comments are working. This is fantastic. Yesterday I tried live streaming and it did not work. Like, the comments that I normally see, like, I think for the folks who are watching this after the fact, you can't see the comments. I don't know. I have comments right over here on my screen right now. Hey Lynn, hey Valerie, hey Cedar, hey everybody. And so it's really nice for me to see y'all, like, saying words, because otherwise it's just me sitting here talking to myself, and I can do that without pants on. I put pants on for you guys. Hey Karen, hey River, hey Jenny, hey Gwen. But yeah, so today I am making, this is so much better than yesterday. Thank you, Laura. It is. I thrive on getting to interact with you guys. I can see y'all's comments today. The only thing is today Lauren is not with us. She had to go home last night. Hey Bruno, hey Michelle. But today I am making a little fairy ball, like a little globe. Like, I'm gonna put the insides into it. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Oh no, Isel says he doesn't see anything. Maybe refresh the page. But I'm gonna make little glow-in-the-dark mushrooms, and then this one's gonna be given away this coming Tuesday. I don't know what day that is. And then this one is going to be given away the Tuesday after that. Thanks, Marlene. Marlene says, you look so pretty today. I'm practicing putting on my war paint and trying to find a way to wear lipstick where I don't feel plastered, like in makeup. But today I'm making, out of polymer clay, some little mushrooms, some little glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. Hola! Feliz tarde, gracias por tus tutoriales. I'm not good at speaking Spanish, you guys, without a script. Like, I scripted and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and that was the end result, was that first tutorial. So I'm gonna keep trying to do good with my en español tutoriales, or tutoriales en español, but, you don't need watch paint. Okay, love the hair. Oh, thank you. Hello, needs to see you live again. Hey, Wesley. Oh no, Button says yesterday was sad. I had my coffee all set and ready to go. Yep. Brett says more balls for World Takeover. Hey, Amber. Hey, Julie. So, I'm just using regular Sculpey. This is the not translucent, the glow-in-the-dark variety. And I'm going to be making everything that I can. Oh, it was supposed to say you don't need war paint. You're a very pretty young lady. Well, thank you. But I want to get a lot of this. This is a fine line for me between glamour and cosplay. Did Randy get the bobs he wanted? No. Randy never gets the bobs he wants. Because he'll go like, show bobs, do milk. And he was like, you never noticed me. And I looked over and he had made these really cute little, like, with a label maker that one of our friends gave us. Thanks, Julie. She says, you look beautiful. You guys are very kind. But he had made little labels that say, show bobs. Quintana says, hey, Yvonne, are you sick? No, if my voice sounds, oh, Hillary, you're sweet. If I sound sick, it's because I had a bit of a coughing fit earlier. While I was upstairs doing my makeup. I had been wearing a respirator and, like, my nose hurt and stuff. I was doing some horns. Y'all.
Show bobs.
Show bobs. No, Randy, come here. We have to tell them the story.
What story?
Of last night.
What happened last night?
With the ice cube.
Oh, you were drunk.
Well, yeah. But
why don't you tell the story? I'll fill in the blurry.
Okay, okay. Well, do you want to come sit by me?
No, I'm good.
Thank you for my coffee. Y'all, he brought me coffee. Okay, so what happened, I guess, I got pretty drunk last night. Like, I don't drink a whole lot. Like, usually I'll put like a shot of rum chata and a shot of Kahlua into my almond milk with some ice, and that gets me where I'm going. Like, just tipsy enough that if my nerves are shot, I'm like, I'm cool. Like, that's, and I do that maybe once or twice a week if my nerves are particularly shot. And last night I did like, we were grocery shopping and they had this bottle of cinnamon rum chata. It's like cinnachata or something, I don't know, but it was like cinnamon cream rum, and I was like, okay. So I'm streaming from my phone because it can charge without making a staticky noise. So we're going to be suffering a lot of that today, of the screen just like, I will always come back until they come back and say hey. So if you guys can hear me refresh the page, or can somebody tell everybody to refresh the page, hopefully that won't happen too much. I don't know why on this phone the app crashes like that. Also, while I'm jabbering to y'all, I'm conditioning my clay. Nola says, hello, glad to catch you live again. I'm having trouble with the bronze polymer clay crumbling and not getting soft. Any suggestions? There is a product called clay softener by Sculpting that sometimes I just have to put it in to the clay to get it to not be crumbly, because sometimes it's just really dried up. What I do whenever I'm at the store to try to bypass that problem is I'll take a brick and I'll smush it. And do you see how easily that indented with my thumb? That's a lot less likely to be crumbly than one that you push on and it's really hard. If you're ordering online, you don't get that luxury, but oh, I go and I squeeze the bricks at Michael's. I'm like, do I want this one? And more often than not, it works out pretty well. But yeah, what happened is I put in the little sample bottle of the cinnamon rum chata, and then a shot of rum chata, and then a shot of Kahlua, and then a shot of Irish. Like, it was, oh, too much. And then I drank it really fast on an empty stomach, and I guess I was a mess. But we were watching John Leguizamo's Ghetto Clown stand-up, I guess. And I was just like, it was very funny, but it spoke to me really deeply on a lot of issues. And then I guess I bit my tongue. For some reason my tongue hurt, so I went and I got a cup of ice out of the freezer, and then I came back and I just took the ice and put it on my tongue, like where I bit my tongue, and it stuck. And I started panicking.
Like the kid who stuck his tongue to the pole.
I don't know if they can hear you, honey, but Randy said like a kid who got their tongue stuck to a frozen pole, but it was stuck to my tongue, and I was like, ah, and like was panicking, and Randy started laughing at me, and I started crying out of nowhere.
Just put it in your mouth.
Yeah, he goes, just put it in your mouth. And so I go, and it sticks to my lips. And I'm like bawling because I'm like scared and so drunk. And he's just laughing at me. And it stuck to my lips. I was so scared that I start slobbering everywhere because I can't close my mouth. Oh man. So that was last night. But I just wanted to tell you guys that story. And now my clay is very nice and conditioned. Hey Lee, hey Sam. But yeah, no more liquor for you. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a break for a little bit. Like I'm going to cut back to once a week instead of twice a week having an adult drink. But man, oh man. A red hot, cold, slobbery mess. No, definitely. And he just laughed at me, you guys. And nothing as fun as a crying drunk. Unless you're that crying drunk, Anita. And then it's a little embarrassing. Katrina says, yay, I actually caught the actual live stream. Mudslides are delicious, Hillary. And so I'm making a little mushroom for inside. It is windy today. For inside this thing. For those of y'all who just came in. I have that and used it, but then it didn't harden after I cooked it. It stayed pliable. Sometimes whenever you bake, Nola, it'll be, quite soft whenever it comes out of the oven. We're laughing at you now. That is hilarious. That's fine. It was, and then I think he came back there because I ended up pulling it off of my tongue, the ice cube.
Well, at that point, you had it stuck on your lips, and I was like, let's just go to the sink. Because water, and then you ripped it off.
It is that because I think the slobber loosened it. But, and then I went to the bathroom, and he came back there, and I was just sitting on the toilet, like, crying. So I need to stop drinking for a little bit. I mean, and it wasn't even that much. It wasn't like I was plastered out of my mind. I guess I'd had a bad day. Because I don't like getting inebriated. You know, I'll have, like...
Lauren went home.
Do what?
Said Lauren went home.
Yeah, it's probably... I'd had a rough day because my friend Lauren went home. Oh! Nancy says, I got your notification in the car. I rushed into the house, throwing my coat, purse, sweatshirt all over, trying to get to my computer. Glad I caught you. Well, I'm going to be on for a hot minute today, so. Amber says, oh my god, Randy is so awesome. Y'all are both awesome. I watch your videos just because I love you guys. Well, thanks, Amber. And I agree 100%. Randy is awesome. Not just because he brings me coffee. Other day, I was watching a polymer clay video. The lady clearly stated it was not important to condition clay. Could you explain why or why not? Is it important or not?
What was she doing?
I know with this one, it's a fresh block of clay. I could pull it off and can smush it up and it'll be just fine. Kathy, no, I don't get hungover. I don't know. I was really grumpy this morning. Maybe, I don't know. I have not checked my Nets email yet. I'm so sorry. I have a feeling Randy's version of the Ice Cube story is pretty funny. But to clarify, I condition the clay because it gets all those little plasticizing polymers mixed in nice and evenly. It's not that I don't trust what the factory is doing, but it definitely softens it up, gives you a feeling for the clay about, you know, some clays, if they get very, very warm, they start sticking really badly. And it's an opportunity to get to know your clay. And then also, if you're using any of the mica pigment shift clays, like the Sculpting Primo FX, it'll get all of those little mica pigments lined up. And then you can do cool stuff like mica pigment shift and different things, and it's a really good idea to condition your clay. If I just took this and popped it in the oven and baked it, I think it would be a lot more likely to crumble. I don't know the science behind it, but that's the experience that I have had. So but yeah, so there's to finally answer a question instead of getting distracted halfway through. So also for the proportions, I used a whole segment. So I guess that would be half an ounce because these are little 2-ounce bricks. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to squeeze. And it starts making like a little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Is there a special kind of clay you need to get? No, you could do this with air dry clay. I like polymer clay because it comes in a lot of colors and it's very durable, and this stuff glows in the dark. And so you can see here, I'm just taking it and kind of pinching it around the edge. And that right there is a pretty convincing mushroom. So, how do you condition clay? Just roll it around in your hands. Hillary, that's one way to do it. I like using my pasta machine for feeding it through. Like, I'll fold it and feed it and fold it and feed it. And that helps, again, to get the polymers all lined up. I can tell a clay is really well conditioned whenever I fold it in half, and this folded edge doesn't just crumble apart. It'll stay a nice smooth line. When I started watching you, it was to learn how to use some wire I was given. Now I have lots more, and I've made lots of gifts. Thank you for your full-length, real-time videos. Well, thank you, Katrina. Sorry, words are hard. And I do intend to do more full-length wire wrapping videos here in hopefully the near future. It's that this, where is it at? It's right next to me. This costume has ripped my life away. Just so you guys know. Like right now, I'm having a blast just because I'm not working on that costume. Could you do a deep... Do what?
Said, oh, you enjoy working on it.
I do enjoy working on it, but it's beginning to stress me out. Like, I really wanted to be done with it by now because it's Capricorn, and I think we're in Aquarius now. I don't even know what day it is. Unless you want to be crumbly. like adding it to conditioned clay for faux stone techniques. That's true, Naomi. Naomi. No pasta machine. And Michelle, you don't even need a pasta machine. You can just do the fold and roll.
It will hurt your hands.
Hey, Kate. Yeah, your hands will get tired. But there's a tool called a Never Need that completely takes care of that. But that's if I had to invest in one or the other, I'd definitely recommend a pasta machine before a Never Need. Kathy says, you look so sweet, cute. I'm glad you had a good time. I want to hear about the clay. Sounds so neat. I'm 68 and watch YouTube. Right on. I'm going to do a chainmail class Saturday at the Library Center in Springfield. Right on. Are you teaching it or taking it? Try to get into another con. Waiting list could be years. Having to revert back to bridal shows. Ugh. Very expensive. 1 day, 3-hour events. Which conventions? Because it's don't give up on looking for conventions. And actually, I highly recommend small conventions for vending at. Because ones where they're in a hotel as opposed to a convention center. Because typically, if it's at a hotel, you don't have to pay for parking. Which means the attendees don't have to pay for parking. Which means they're going to have $5 to $20 more in their pocket than what they would have if they had to have paid for parking. Vaughn, have you tried the lunar soap yet? I did. I used the whole bar of it. It was like... It smells so good, and I love the way it makes my skin feel. Make one a year. Yeah, one costume, right? It is 12 years from now I've completed the Zodiac. Have you ever made a wedding dress? LOL. My name has been pronounced mega dozens of ways. No worries. I haven't, though I have had people buy jewelry to wear for their weddings. And I really want to get more into sewing. That way I can make wedding dresses and stuff. So I'm going to get this turned around. Hopefully I'll still be able to read y'all's messages. Getting this cranked around. Can you do a soap video? That would be fun. Maybe. I've never made soap before. Maybe a live stream. That'd be pretty cool. That way when I mess up, I don't have to edit it or anything. Oh, hey, Robin. She says, I'm mostly on Instagram, so I thought I'd give YouTube a try and say, hey. Well, hey. Hello, says Randy. So I'm just coming through and kind of using my fingers to push up to make this nice little mushroom shape. Look at that little mushroom. Do I have any sculpting tools on the side of the room? Nah. Okay, well, I'm going to use my pinky nail to just do some really subtle little lines. Bork, bork, says the doggy dog. Hey, Erin, we're all doing pretty good. Ooh. Amber says, if you do that, I want you to make my dress. We're getting married on Halloween, and I want a black and red Celtic dress with a Scottish widow's hood. Right on. My son is marrying a mermaid. She needs a mermaid wedding dress. Woo! Weddings are so exciting. What are Randy's favorite colors?
Cobalt blue.
He really likes cobalt blue, like that bottle on the shelf, Randy.
No, a bit more metallic than that.
Okay, he likes a metallic cobalt blue. Ooh. Annabelle says, love your work. I'm currently making a fairy door that opens. Right on. And I'm just coming through again, and you could use the tip of a pencil or a toothpick or anything. I just didn't have anything else on hand, so I'm using my fingernails. Happy Australia Day to all the Aussies for yesterday. I hope you all aren't too hungover. I'll use that as the excuse as why I was drinking yesterday. Julie says, my favorite is non-metallic cobalt blue. Ooh, busy making those earrings, Erin? Any other colors? Asks Buttons.
No, that's about it. I'm a very simple creature.
He says that's about it. He's a very simple creature. Direct quote, ladies and gentlemen. Randy really is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum from me. He likes really sleek, simplistic things. Like, he loves, when it comes to artwork, he loves gray tone, like, sketches and things. Kathy says, oh, love your gardening. Your rabbits, chickens, fur babies, everything. You remind me of me when I was on the farm. Loved it. I won't talk now. I want to watch you with the mushrooms. You know, oh, hey, Asma. What's up?
I don't know. I wondered who you were talking to.
Oh.
I'm talking to.
I'm just over here
talking
talking
to your
about
phone.
mushrooms.
Just jabbering.
Just jabbering away. So there's one little mushroom. And I'm going to bake these before we place them.
Did she start a live stream?
So there's
No,
one.
YouTube did not give a notification to me. And I
Everybody's saying hi to you, Asmith.
Hi, baby.
He says hi, baby. Coffee break.
Can I put stuff in the dryer?
Do it. Oh, now I want one a little bit bigger than that one, so I'm going to use like a brick and a half. I saw a video on making polymer clay crystals. Do you make them too? I haven't, Nola, but I bet that'd be a lot of fun. Ann says you need to do another video, Asmith. Okay, so real quick, this is how I'm going to do, yeah. Well, these actually, I'm styling these after the, oh.
Another video of what? I'm working on, like...
Acai? Hey, Asmith, what are those red-capped mushrooms that are hallucinogenic?
Those are...
Fly garlic?
Yeah.
Fly agaric?
Amarantia.
Amarantia? I don't know.
Something or...
I think that's the Latin name.
Oh.
And then I'm saying the common... I don't know. Those mushrooms that are hallucinogenic. So, but not the cow poop ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. Fly mantis.
I don't know.
I don't know. I only know them really in Skyrim.
Oh God. Okay.
Like
What mushroom is this in Skyrim, you guys? Yeah, on this one I'm using Sculpey and Sculpey. They have I just use whatever I can get my hands on, really. I really like this stuff because it's soft, though. So to condition your clay without toadstools, yeah, basically. What's your question, Trinity? But to condition without a pasta machine, I just roll it and then fold it. Roll and fold. This may be a silly question, but how do you make them glow in the dark? Or can you buy glow-in-the-dark clay? This was actually glow-in-the-dark clay. You can see there on the package. It says glow-in-the-dark, luminescent. But you could take translucent clay and mix in glow pigment, possibly. Can you add on new polymer clay parts to a piece and bake it after it's already been painted with acrylic paint? You can, Trinity. That's actually when I do the antique washes on my fairy houses, or especially those dragon eyes that I'd been doing. Oh no! Chantel says, that moment when you think you're Vaughn, but you get hand cramps every time. This is the bakeable clay. When I get one, is that what you use? I do use a toaster oven. I recommend something that has removable racks. That way, if you need to put in like a taller piece, you can scooch the racks down. Thank you for uploading videos. They help me calm down and fill me with positivity. The more I watch your videos, the more I feel empowered to learn and make mistakes. You got me drawing and crafting again. Oh, I'm so glad to be helpful to you, Loof. I've been a moody little muffin lately. Like, if anybody feels inclined to send Randy, like, a medal or, like, a cookie or something for putting up with me, he certainly deserves it. Or, like, $1 million. Like, I don't know. He deserves something for putting up with me. And he's just quiet over there.
Trying to figure out why my game is messing up.
The softener you use on the clay, how much do you use on it? A couple of drops? I do, just a couple of drops. You can add more if you need it. But, it's hard to, like, take it out if you put in too much. So I usually just start with, like, just a smeared droplet, and then kind of go from there. So trying to keep this centered. And I'm actually just going to go get...
What's your deal?
He's a guinea pig. Aw, you guys are too nice to me. Okay, I'm gonna go get my little tool. Gloom cookie, says Yvette. Hola, Regina. Okay, I gotta go get a tool. I'll be right back. me marking you.
Yeah.
If you keep wiping it off.
I'm gonna be coloring you if you keep taking it off.
Stop doing that, Randy.
I know, right? Let me read.
Where's my little wire brush? Stop yelling. Let me wait. It's not all about you.
You want a bit?
Yeah. Well, I can't find my wire brush, so I guess I'm just going to use a porcupine quill.
Here. She was really excited because I was giving her food.
Gotcha. No, this is being funny. Hey, Randy, you know where my ceramic tile is? It's my little ones. Me neither. Hi.
Oh.
Hey, Asmith,
What?
do you have a ceramic tile I could use?
Somewhere. There's a little
Did I
one.
lose all of them? I only need a little one. That'll be perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. This say, hey, Asmith.
No.
Yeah.
What? Check this one.
Hey, Z, do you want to come craft with me? We'll get up here. Well, somebody come craft with me. Hey, Boogie. Moody muffins and smush balls.
Yeah, whenever
I don't think you have enough animals. Probably not.
on your ship, top floor.
Could y'all use a juicer? Would y'all use it? I think we have a juicer buried somewhere, actually. I don't know how much we would use it. I'm really lazy, so instead of juicing it, I just eat the thing that I would have juiced. It's not a cockatiel, it's a Lemmywinks, the guinea pig. It's a Lemmywinks. Cheryl says, I watched your Spanish tutorial, but it didn't matter how high I put the volume. I still couldn't understand Spanish. You had me go in there for a second because I was like, I thought I had like a technical difficulty. Vixen says, Yvonne, you two look very young. Do you have kids already? I'm 29 and Randy's 30 and Asmith is like 300. So.
He had kids back in the day.
Yeah, he had kids back in the day, but he's like a 5th generation grandpa. But no, Randy and I don't have any kids. I'm actually not able to have kids. So, yeah, I agree. Ann says you look good for your age. Not bad for 300. I hope to look that good at half that. Hey, Wasted. Okay, so I whipped out a porcupine quill. You could use a toothpick. You could use whatever you like. So I'm going to flip this around. Oh, don't feel bad, Chantel. I am blessed with 2 beautiful nieces who hopefully I'll get to be there for their kids. Like, oh, no, actually, we're up to 3 nieces now.
Yeah.
And I like just ideally, I'd be using my wire brush tool to do this little bit of detailing. But it's not a perfect world, so porcupine quill will do. And really the only difference between the porcupine quill and the wire brush is the wire brush does the same thing faster. But I'm just doing the little gills on the underside of the mushroom. And you could add in all different kinds of layers of realism to this. Nomi says you're the most awesome auntie for sure. Except for that I'm never around. I feel really bad about that. Like, I do not get to be around my nieces as much as I would like. Because they live in Texas and Tennessee. So, hey, Amber Kitty. So I feel like I'm missing out on them growing up. But maybe one day I'll get to be like a grand auntie to their kids or something.
Can I take the sewing machine upstairs?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Yerp. Much prefer fur babies. Other than mushrooms, what are you making? Well, I don't know yet. I'm making a mess, Randy says, and he's not entirely wrong. Okay. Also, that weird grinding noise in the background is the dogs chewing their bones.
And this hair clip or hair curler.
Oh, yeah.
And a bow thread. I want that.
You have a cute double accent. Oh, I do. Yeah, well, the part of Texas that we lived in was like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which I don't really care for, very much at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of a bend to the nook of this one, and then I'm gonna pop this one into the, into the oven the way it is, but before I do that, I think those are called white caps in Skyrim, by the way. I'm at work, so I had to wait to answer that.
There are white caps also.
Okay.
They're the spotted ones with the white cap. The red.
Yeah, the red with the...
Is the red with the
okay.
They do both make poison,
though. The Hooker 2000 says, "This is not interesting. Can you show the tights?" I think you said it wrong. You're supposed to say, "show Bob's." Because of that, I will block you.
Fail.
Fail.
Better next time.
Oh, Anne says, "My friend's daughter just had a baby boy." Well, congratulations. Okay, so I'm taking just a little bit more of this clay, and the reason why I'm doing all of this stuff before you doing any of the stuff with the red clay is the red is going to put red stain on literally everything. What are Bob's? Jacqueline, it's a meme. If you Google show Bob's meme. What's a meme? Says Randy. Then you'll understand. It's something that is often said.
Don't Google it at work.
Don't Google it at work. It's like borderline sexual harassment stuff, but Randy's really funny, and so we started yelling at each other, "Show Bob's, do milk, show vagine." So we're ridiculous, really. Please don't be like us.
Have the decency to beat that up.
Please open up your cloth. Yeah, Chantel gets it. Oh no, I'm sorry your grandma's dog died, Mike. We show Bob's, please? Princess Jones. No, but can you do this? Hey, Mikio. But no, and then whenever people go, "show Bob's," we show them Randy's boobs. It's probably like my favorite meme. Little late, but I'm here. Well, we're here for a minute today. But yeah, I'm making all the little spots that are going to be going on the cap. But the pigment in the red like gets all over my hands and everything. So whenever I start working with the red, I'm actually going to be putting gloves on. But I'm doing a first bake of these guys. Actually, catch you later. I have to go. Love watching. I've learned a lot from you. Have a good one. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, Peggy. I hope you have a great day. The red ones in Skyrim are Fly Amenthia. Right on. Farah asks, how long do they take to fully bake?
Did you sign in to Skyrim just to check that?
Guilty. Hey, Lisa. This project is for, I'll be giving away the completed fairy ball, like fairy orb, on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. I don't know what day that is. Today, well, like the number. Yeah.
Oh.
It is Tuesday. Amber says, no, sadly I play so much I already knew it. Well, points for memory retention. Tuesday is the 30th, my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Aaron.
That's what I said.
How did you know it was his birthday?
Because I looked at the calendar.
Oh. When you bake your clay, what temperature do you use? I'll be putting this into an unpreheated toaster oven at 275°F for about 15 minutes. But that's only the first baking. I'm going to be bringing it back out and putting the red on and then baking it for 30 minutes. And I'm just trying to make as many of these little glowy, Thinking of getting into clay work. You're a wonderful and fun instructor. You definitely get my juices going. Right on, Lynn. LOL, just realized that I'm the shroom shop, but I've never sculpted a mushroom before. I'll probably do that now, thanks to you. Keep killing it. Well, thanks, you guys. I'm so... Y'all make me proud of what I do. Like, I'm really glad that, you know, y'all get something out of this. Because otherwise it's just me jabbering at a camera. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have a blast at, but it's really, like, gratifying that y'all get so much out of it. Yeah, it's good when the camera jabbers back. Can I use the main family oven? That is something that is much debated. I have cooked morning toast in my toaster oven and then followed it up with polymer clay and then toasted more food in the toaster oven. So the fumes are toxic if you burn it. Just like burning PVC or, you know, a lot of other things that if the temperature gets too high, it'll, you know, and it burns. But I don't have the luxury of having multiple toaster ovens. And so do it at your own discretion. Honestly, I feel like eating too much and exercising too little and drinking too often is going to kill me before eating polymer clay fume baked toast. So, do what?
So what, you want to live forever?
Yeah, Randy goes, what? You want to live forever? Hashtag Conan the Barbarian quotes. Vaughn, you're not the one who gets scolded on prices when selling. I even brought you up when I was scolded. It was hilarious. There are many Randys out there. Judy asks, what brand is your oven? I think it's like a great value, like, I don't know. It was in the house when we moved in, and it still works, so it's what we use. Like, if that makes sense.
Might be a GE, maybe.
Maybe a GE, General Electric. Any word from your mom, Vaughn, on when she will be arriving?
Oh, yeah,
No, I haven't heard from her.
It's a Euro Pro.
It's a Euro Pro? What on? I've never heard of that brand.
Euro Pro, and then there's like a little X. I don't know if that's part of it or if it's just the logo.
Euro Pro X. The other day you told us about smothering Randy and now poison from the clay. We're in it for the long haul. Kathy asks, can you use DIY air dry clay? Oh, I'm sure so. Hey, cute green lantern. I feel like an idiot. After 7 live streams, I've only now found out where Chad is. Oh no, well I hope you're having a great day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't feel like an idiot, Matt. I've been doing live streams for about a year, and I've just figured out like a month ago how that I could retake the selfies, like the picture at the beginning of the live stream. Like before, it's like, oh, I better get it right because that's the image I'm stuck with. Whenever it's like, nope. So it's a learning curve for everybody. Horror says poisoned clay. What did I just come in on? I had my hubby get rid of our used thrift store one. The guys were using it for car parts. Now I feel bad to go get another one. Don't start humming that song again.
You don't have to live with her.
Yeah, Asmith has a lot of pent-up rage about the little earworms that I get stuck in my head.
I already don't like music.
Ugh. Not my problem. I'm going to start making jewelry. I don't think my hands will let me do the leather. I'm going to do wire wrapping, but I also want to do metal clay. A lot of it depends, Amber. Like if you don't have very much hand strength or have a lot of hand pain, there is a proper tool for almost every application in leather that makes the job so much easier. Like if you're having trouble punching and getting the punch out of the leather, just put some beeswax on the tip of the punch. It adds a little bit of time to it, but it saves you in the long run. So I am going to go pop this into the oven at 275 for 15 minutes. So I'll be right back.
But they were already in the washer.
What's up?
I said I think I washed some of your guys' clothes with mine because they were already in the washer. That doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Oops.
So, one's on the,
Mikio, I tagged you in something on Facebook earlier. Did you see? Right on the font. I'm writing a book while watching this. It's supernatural fiction. I have a character in mind. I'd like to name her and model her after you. Thoughts? Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Let me know what the character looks like and I'll cosplay her.
wait, what's happening?
Wait, I don't have any
Come to the Inland Empire in Southern California and teaches to the male fawn from Pan's Labyrinth. Oh my gosh. I love the fawn from Pan's Labyrinth. When is your next convention? Asked Sam. Are you going to do live streams from there? Our next convention that we're attending is Planet Comic-Con. I don't know if we'll live stream or not. Honestly, between me, Randy, Asmith, Lauren, and Zach, surely one of us will be live streaming the event at some point. But I don't know what the signal at the event is like. Do it, Randy?
We're meeting up with that one dude.
Yeah, Brent.
Me, I don't like
Yeah.
Yeah, Asmith's like, I don't do faces on camera.
Because he's scared.
I'm following you with the camera, Asmith.
Well, they can see my workspace. It does look better.
Right? Hey, Jim. Shelly says, hey, Vaughn, what aisle at Michael's has the cabochons? Oh, I don't know. We typically don't get our cabochons from Michael's. We get the bases from Michael's as well as the gears, and those are the bead landing found object section. I don't know where that's at in your Michael's. 'Cause our Michael's is like not like the other Michael's that we go to. Like, they're all rearranged differently and it drives me nuts, but it's also a little bit of an adventure. So hey, Kristen. She's going to be a witch. Good witch. She's very protective of nature and helps her go to the forest when the other characters destroy things. Right on. I can dig it. Hey, Carol. She says, Yvonne, I have a question. What's your question? I like my dog too, Lisa. I like Asmith's dog too. Well, now I have to wait for that stuff to bake. Kristen says, love your live streams. Okay, so how can I finish a necklace without using a crimp bead? I want it to look professional. There's a product called a crimp bead cover that makes it look like a round bead over your crimp bead. It'll be like a 3 to 4 millimeter bead size at the end, but it comes like this, and then these are the wires with the crimp bead on it, and then you can boop, and just, I use my crimping pliers, the rounded part, not the one with the dimple in it that makes the crimp bead into a U, but the rounded part that smushes it. I just use that to kind of close it down over the crimp bead. And those are super affordable. You can find them at Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stuff. Or you can purchase them online where you can get a whole bunch of them in a bunch of different colors. But I use the crimp beads quite a bit. Hey, cupcakes! The glass cabochons are really cheap on eBay if you're willing to wait a couple of weeks for them to get here from China. Yeah, that's I actually go with Amazon a lot of the stuff. On all the most of the tutorials that I do where I use glass cabochons, there's links to where I purchased those ones specifically, and they usually arrive within the week. So you don't have to wait. Oh no, Button says, love drawing with live stream in the background. My audiobook is driving me nuts. Bad narration. I'm sorry, that can make it or break it. It really can. Randy's been listening to the Furies of Caldera. I think that's the name of it. The Harry Dresden. Jim Butcher. Same guy who did the Harry Dresden Dresden Files. Sorry. But the narrator on the Furies of Caldera is, I don't like her. I don't like the way she does the dude voices.
She's a bit hard to listen to.
Lonnie asks, where do you get the round glass for the dragon eyes? I want to try to make some. I get them on Amazon. If you check out the tutorials where I'm painting the eyes, it'll have links to where I purchased them on Amazon. Carol says, okay, sweetie, thank you for helping me. I'm driving home now. I'll talk to you if you're still on when I get home. We'll drive safe, Carol. Alice says, I know this is a rather random question, but can you do more henna videos? Also, how long do you leave your henna paste out to thaw after freezing? Alice, usually if I take my henna paste out in the morning, it's defrosted by that afternoon and usable. Also, you can like put it, like hold it in your hands. The cones aren't particularly thick, so you can get them defrosted and usable within like half an hour. I'll probably be doing more henna videos in the coming month. I'm going to be henna dyeing my hair as well as Azimuth's hair. So if he doesn't mind getting video of it, do I?
Nothing.
He's just mumbling. He's so grumpy sometimes. Sorry. Got behind on messages, but what was I saying? Yeah, I'll be doing more tutorials on henna as we get into convention season, because that's whenever I'm doing more henna on myself, as well as other people. So, Hillary says, "Oh, you have a wish list. That's interesting." Yeah, there'd been a lot of requests for me to put one together, so I did. But then I also get on there super late at night and add a bunch of very frivolous things to the wish list. So I apologize. There's like 70 different kinds of false lashes on my Amazon wish list. Oh, thanks, Jim. He says, nice Spanish vid. Picked up glass cabochons last night for Hobby Lobby and scrounged up nail polish. Going to try Dragon Eyes this weekend. Right on. Have you tried any of the DIY clay on YouTube? I haven't. I haven't yet. That's a really good question, Sam. Hey, Randy. Samantha asks, when is Randy doing a new video?
Well, I had about 8 of them shot.
Yeah.
Edited and uploaded.
And then that turned out the audio was shot on it. Like, really bad.
Like,
You
terribly.
could come sit by me.
Yeah, probably could.
Like right here. In your very dapper hat.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I just had to lose aggro.
Thanks for an addiction. I can be proud of your videos. Right on. Thank you, Lindy. Oh, she sent us $5.
Cool.
Have yourself a coffee on me.
Oh, that's
I haven't
that's
tried the nail
qualified.
polish flowers yet. This is my
Yeah.
Randy, everybody. Look at his
Hello.
hat.
Indeed, it's a nice hat.
He did have a kiss on his cheek,
Other
but
side.
then he wiped it off.
Still there, kind of. Anyway, yeah, I'd shot like I'd sat down and I was like, I'm gonna play some games, and recorded it all, edited it all, uploaded it all, and I got literally halfway through the game in like one day because I was having
He's
a lot of
power
fun.
player.
And yeah, uploaded the first one and just terrible. Like I had to turn everything up all the way, even my speakers, which I never turn up all the way, and it sounded like I was talking like this.
It was, all of it was super quiet.
It was so bad. So yeah.
And so we even took the footage he had taken into Audacity, and to try to like split the audio, and there was no recovering it. It was so,
Yeah.
and so we finally figured out, you could do ASMR gaming videos. Asmith, what are you doing? Where are you at?
I guess he's upstairs.
Up in the attic commenting.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably could.
It's the only way he can talk without me talking over him. Sorry,
But,
me.
But yeah, so I had to have Vaughn come up and look at it, and she's like, we're just going to have to download Audacity to try it this way. And can't salvage the original stuff. So yesterday I was like, you know, how thorough of a run-through did I do? Yeah, it turns out I'd 100%ed everything I could do up to that point. So I was like, meh. So hopefully, like, next week, I'll have it out. But
I love you being right
yeah.
here next to me, by the way.
I'm gonna go back over there.
Don't
now.
go.
Yeah.
No.
You could split the audio, delete the audio after, and then it didn't work right.
He'd have to go back through and re-narrate like 6 hours, and then it still wouldn't have
The game sound.
the game sounds. And so we were like, yeah, took a bunch of speakers and mics, and he does have well, hello there. Love your shit. Thanks.
Hi.
Randy has really, really beautiful eyes. Again, you're doing a great match. Well, thank you, Kathy. Isn't he just the cutest thing ever, though? Like, look at that little squishy bean face. I'll stop.
Yeah, okay.
No, but look at you though. Like.
Please address me by the name. No.
No.
I don't know how to. Where is your camera at? Was that
Right
it?
there
Oh,
is the camera.
okay.
But no, he makes me super happy. And guys, he's been putting up with me having mood swings. Like, no, don't go. I need you right here. No, it's like that carnival ride where the boat goes from one direction to the other one. Don't go.
Good Lord.
I know. I'm latched on with the power of love.
Help.
Just give me kisses or something. Don't leave me hanging, bro. You can't peel my little fingers off of you. I work with polymer clay. My hands are strong.
Good Lord.
Ah. Okay, I'll let him go. Bye, Randy.
Bye.
I'm not gonna cry.
You're supposed to be my wingman.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Sorry, I'm an obnoxious ass. But last night she was cooking and came in happy. I walked out of the kitchen for 5 minutes, walked back in, and she was about to cry for no reason. That's truth, though. Oh, Azimuth missed the story about the ice cube. Azimuth, when you come back down, we'll have to tell you about the ice cube story. So, who doesn't like patty cake? No. Other things that I'll be using in this video today to do our little fairy orb, little microclimate, is these are really cute little lily of the valley flowers that are nice and plasticky. Like, I don't know if you can tell. They're a harder plastic. I like this kind of silk floral for using in fairy houses because you can clean it. So there's that. And also, you can pull it off into little sprigs. So I'm going to go ahead and de-sprig this whole bouquet. So last night I tried a dragon eye for the first time and had a great time, but whoa, the headache I woke up with. I'm opening the window next time. I highly recommend that wonder. I actually, somewhere around here, I have a respirator that was sent to me. It was the best gift, like, invaluable. I need to get another one for Randy because he helps me on a lot of my projects, and that way we can both, like, not be killing our brains slowly and surely. The house I was raised in had lily of the valley all around it. Loved them. I'd planted a bunch last year, and when does it bloom? Because I've never grown it before, but I got a bunch of it for super affordable at the Master Gardener plant sale. Those dogs are being obnoxious. And I love the smell of every time I've ever smelled them. So, watching Randy in the background. You should message me sometime about collabing. I could do mini paintings for fairy houses or something along those lines. Or even specialty wallpaper. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah, Randy's in the background playing WoW. He's my favorite, you guys. Like, and this isn't just me having a mood swing. He's really my favorite. I can go home now. Well, I'm glad you can go home now, you bet. Early spring? Okay. Spring and then all summer. Wow, okay. When I do my...
Deleting 8 videos worth of content.
Oh, Randy. You poor sweet creature.
Hey, I got a lot more room on
Oops. Sometimes that happens. When I do my spray paint art funk periods, I tend to get a little fuzzy. Where my respirator often get in bad habit of taking it off. Right? Yeah, Randy needs steampunk glasses. Randy is dapper in that kind of... I like him in a bowler hat and like 1920s kind of like blue collar, like Mumford & Son, what they wear. Yeah, that with a bowler hat, best version of Randy ever. Except for that he's not really comfortable dressing like that. Why are you making scowly face?
I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about. Sam, how dare you?
I was in Job's daughter's Lily of the Valley. It was very symbolic. Right, hon? They take over, so be aware. I put them in a bed where nothing else grows. So it's basically just Lily of the Valley and hostas. So I'm like, please take over this bed. Please take over this bed. I have walking pneumonia since Christmas from doing the same thing. Open windows and use fan. Definitely. Safety first, everybody. Be sure to watch the replay of that hug. Both your faces are epic. You two are adorable together. I'm heading home from work now too. Have fun. Well, drive safe, Wonder. Ooh, Piper says, my husband set up a vent tube next to my craft desk, takes the fumes and puts it out the window. That's a really good idea. Yay, I made it. Hey, Silver. When I planted it, only the ones that came up were in deep shade. And it's on the western side of the house where it's pinned between our house, the neighbors' houses, and a bunch of black walnut trees. So it's in very deep shade. The only problem is it doesn't get a whole lot of water. Like in that spot. That's a really dry part of the yard. So hopefully, I'm hopeful. So I'm very hopeful that they'll come up. Probably not sure about the expansions coming up. You know any place to get some basic wire wrapping pliers? I'm planning on teaching a class at the local library and need some. If you could get onto Fire Mountain Gems or Rio Grande or even onto eBay, you can get a whole bunch of pliers directly from the manufacturers. They're on eBay and Amazon. But what I did is I basically I knew I had a date to teach at coming up. So Randy and I went to, for like a couple of months, like 2 months, every week whenever we go into Joplin, where the Hobby Lobby and everything are, we would go to Joann's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby and stop in, and each of us would go through lines separately and get one of their multiplier packs until we had like 20 multiplier packs, and we would use the 40% off coupon on each of them, so by basically getting them half off. So remember to have positive mental attitude. Yes. Maybe you could make him a vest with chain closures. He could wear it in the summer like a t-shirt. That'd be cool. We'll see. We're about to start working on making him some Saiyan armor, which will be his first ever costume, like actual costume, to wear around at a convention. I got a whole kit from Walmart and Ross. Okay. You might want to make sure the black walnut leaves don't collect there. The plants may not like it. Actually, in those trees, we get a really bad case of tent worms every year, so they don't have any leaves to drop, so that's good. It's a lot of pliers. Well, we run out of pliers so much whenever we go and teach classes that I was like, I don't want to have to run out of pliers. Like, because we'll have up to 30 people in a class sometimes. It's like I need to have... Do it. That's true. Not all the pliers make it back every time either. So we have a constantly depleting stash of pliers. A whole video of Randy outfits. That would be awesome. Ooh, they bloom before the daffodils bloom. Okay, thank you, Drent. Hey, Laura Lee. Perked black walnut trees? Ever soak the nut hulls to stain your leather? I haven't. We have voracious squirrels outside who normally take most of the walnut harvest. I was going to put an order for some leather from Tandy website, but I have no idea what to buy. Wanting to make some bracers. What's your suggestion? I would recommend a 4 to 5 ounce vegetable tanned leather. From like the shoulders would be, yeah, so like 4 or 5 ounce shoulder cut leather, vegetable tanned leather would be perfect for bracers. What, you can stain, you can, but it's hit or miss on the intensity that it comes out and on whether or not it'll fade. So it's a fun personal project, but it's not something that I do reliably for staining my own leather, if that makes sense. Forgot you have Az there so you can help tend to the lilies. Yep. Well, actually, it turns out I'm a lot more of a control freak about my garden beds than I thought I was. Because Azimuth was like, hey, do you mind if I do this to the bed? And initially I was like, no, that'll be fine. And then I sat there and I was like increasingly like, don't touch it, it's mine. So, and I'm going to be home a lot more this year. So, hopefully I'll be able to keep everything under control, and Azimuth will be able to take care of the yard part of the yard, because that's where I fall flat every year. What ounce weight would I get if I wanted a rather thin, pliable leather to back tabs and bracelets for my bead embroidery? Penny, I would recommend a 1 ounce leather for stuff like that. Azimuth says, to be fair, I don't really enjoy gardening, so I don't mind that. But still, I don't like being like, oh yeah, that's fine, and then being like, nah! Sam says, when are you taking custom orders? Maybe soon. we'll see. I'm still not done with this costume yet, so have to go do homework. Randy Von Az, you have a great day, and everyone else, I wish y'all a great day too. Bye, Jacqueline. Thanks for hanging out with us. The oven dinged, so I'm going to come back and I'll help you out with what to do about that stuff here in a second. Huh? It did, I do believe. You do look very nice. What do you like for dinner? I don't know. We've got shrimp. We've got that tuna. Tuna steaks.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You want me to set those in the fridge for defrost?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we could have like tuna and rice or something.
Okay. Those are the bases?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I pulled it out of the oven. This is how they're looking. Fortunately, nothing burnt. And I'm setting it down on an oven mitt because I don't want to melt my work surface again. Not the voice of experience at all on that one. And I busted the crap out of my nails, so I'm going to have to... Where's my nail file at? I'll be right back. I have to fix this because it's driving me nuts.
This is what you edit out of all your videos.
Yeah, this is my video editing. It does become pretty important. Do you have those clippers, honey?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Here you go. Thank you. Also, don't tell Asmith, but I got these down from where he hid them. And these are my favorite, most absolute favorite candy in the whole world. So thank you, Jim, for sending them.
Isn't Asmith watching?
Oh, is he? Crap. Maybe he's not paying attention. Yep.
Yeah.
Do what, Randy?
So do you have what?
Asma said, you did not get them down from where I hid them. I gave them to you. I remember specifically climbing on your desk and sneaking them down. Oh, well, I didn't find your first hiding place. The second hiding place where you were like, I'm going to put it up high so you at least have to work for it. I got them. Ha. Yeah, I realize that now, Jim thinks. Oh, I would love to do workshops. Ooh, chocolate Pocky's yummy, but I'll go through Pocky like crazy. It's like, these are dark chocolate covered espresso beans. Layered is the yummiest thing since last thing that I ate that I thought was the yummiest thing. No, not black licorice. Okay, so I'm gonna be grabbing out some gloves because this red clay will stain, it'll stain everything. It'll stain your work surface. And it's really difficult. Like, I'll try to make like black licorice is the devil's candy.
Well, you're not wrong.
Randy says, well, you're not wrong. 2 by 2, hands of blue. What are you taking over, Asna? The frame out in the driveway. If you could turn that into a greenhouse or something, Asmith, that'd be amazing. Because I don't have any room in the house this year to start seedlings in. I was so sad when you were down yesterday. Right, Carol? I think it threw my whole day off not getting to live stream. salted black licorice. Now, I've never tried that. Next time you go shopping at Tandy Leather, take a video and show us how you choose your leather. Right on. As long as you don't get possessive of it. Boy. Can't make any promises, Asmith. Okay, so we've got our gloves on. And I guess I'm going to get this flipped around. I wish those dogs would stop wrestling.
They're busy making out.
Aww. I totally messaged Anime Iowa staff and told them you should be a guest. They responded, but whether anything happens with that is to be seen. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I would love to be a guest at Anime Iowa.
That's the one with the pig mascot, right?
Today I am making really cute little, ouch, that's still hot, mushrooms for inside this little fairy orb that I got. Their glass is 50% off at Hobby Lobby, at my local Hobby Lobby currently. But so I'm opening up, this is rojo, red, Sculpty, and it's the Sculpty 3. My little sausage hands. Don't laugh at me. Oh, go ahead and laugh at me, Penny. It's okay. But just breaking off a block. And, oh, you can see it's super soft. Hey, doggos. Stop wrestling. You're stressing me out. Mommy doesn't drink. Mommy has fun. No. Aw. Well, bye, Jim. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Why are you sweating?
Asmith says, back to Warcraft. Bye, chat. Don't mix the candy with the clay, right? I think that's a really good idea. Gabby says, yes, Vaughn, please do a video guiding guide to Tandy Leather showing us how I pick my leather. I think I'll definitely do that. Sarah says, I keep thinking you're humming that song from the cartoon Robin Hood. I am, actually. What does that number mean? What number? So, yeah, we need to go to Tandy Leather next month anyways, so just doing a fold and rub, but you can see all of that would have been deposited on my hands, and then I would have gotten it all over my clay. So, like, whenever I try to make, like, Pokeballs and stuff, it's really difficult for me to keep the white all nice and crisp and white looking. We might do a live shopping experience. We will see.
Probably not.
Well, we might do a couple. Like some different, one live, one not. Ooh, that sounds, I just found a trick to help keep my lighter clays from burning. I cover them with cornstarch. It works like a charm. The red 3. Oh, that's the item number. It's 083 red. Our Tandy Leather here is having a sale on the stamps that you whack. What they hammer $2.99. Is that a good deal? I think that is a really good deal. Yeah. Then the cornstarch washes right off. That's really good to know. Okay, so now that's all nice and conditioned. I'm going to condition another one. And part of it, too, is you can condition a nice little ball of clay, whereas if I didn't condition it, I'm having a much harder time getting it to roll down. I mean, I guess there's no visible difference, but meh. I prefer getting to work it out a little bit. It is harder on your hands, but I don't know, sometimes it feels like a nice hand massage too. Getting all deep down into those tissues. There we go. Just rolling that out. And one's bigger than the other, so I'm actually going to take a pinch off of this one and smush it into the other. If you tent foil, it keeps it from burning also. These are really good tips, you guys. There we go. Let's see if I can angle this where it's not directly in front of my face. found a good way to store the Sculpey. I use empty medicine bottles, airtight and watertight. That's a really good idea too. Okay, how you doing?
Trying to get in the maple stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, now you could put liquid Sculpey. I removed my glove. That way there's less chance of cross-contaminating the red to the glow in the dark. You could put some liquid Sculpey on the top here. I'm not going to bother with it just because I don't feel like it. But I'm pretty confident it'll still make good contact. If it were a smaller amount of surface area having contact made to it, I'd be much more like, oh, we should probably use liquid polymer clay, guys. How long do you bake your Sculpty? I bake for usually at least a total of 30 minutes. Oh, good gracious. How did I even... Well, I cross-contaminated anyways, guys. So now I'm just taking this and rolling it to kind of give it a little bit of a... trying to bring it around to a flat tip. And I'm still just pinching down here on the edges. And you could do a wavy ruffle edge if you wanted. And I'm just pinching right in this area. Gets a nice little wavy pattern going. I don't know if I want a pointed top. I'm not certain. And you can do whatever you like, honestly. I think these are going to be super duper cute. Like, I'm excited. Now I'm trying it with a rounder top. No, I don't like that. I liked it pointier. Well, guys, yesterday it was about 60 degrees and amazing outside. And today it's starting to look like winter again. This sad. I know, right? Go away, Art of Wigs. Fluted edges always remind me of pie, right? And you can just, that's another nice thing about polymer clay, is if you're just doing a solid color, there's no risk of overworking it. Oh goodness, Penny says we just got over a foot of snow and now today it's melting. Pie is pretty awesome. I don't know what my favorite pie is. Pie are round. Pie are squared, Randy.
No, pie are round.
The great debate continues. Okay, so that's a super simple little mushroom. And I'm just going to set him there on his booty. Oops. Stay. Stay on your booty. Well, he's not wanting to stand up on his own. So I'm just going to put him like that. Alaska and Humboldt County got hit with an earthquake. Oh my gosh. Pecan coconut cream. Oh yeah. I bet if it was a prize at the conventions for best dressed costumes, I think you're doing. I love your channel. Do they have a prize? Some conventions do, and sometimes we compete, but it depends entirely on the convention. My biggest motivator for competing is actually less of getting a prize and more of trying to get the convention to let me come in as a guest so that I can teach panels and things and not have to worry about, you know, the big expenses of the convention. So here we are, and this one's completely flat topped, but I'm just gonna smush. Oh no. And I keep having to resist touching the white with my gloved hand. Well, let me teach, right? Well, thank you, Randy. I was hoping they'd tire themselves out soon. did not seem to be the case. Now, and you can see how flexible this still is. As this cools, it'll become less flexible. And I'm just doing kind of this little rolling motion to get it to, it looks like a frosted sugar cookie. To try to get it out to the edges. Yeah, right? I think I'm getting hungry. It's going to be roughly about lunchtime. Hey, Randy? Are you making a sandwich? If you make one, may I have one? Por favor? What you looking for? We are not. It's all in that one container. Yeah. I took the old meat out of it and it was better than the bag that I tore. Okay, so here we have our other one. Nice little design going. I don't know if I want the edge showing still though, so I'm gonna keep dragging down. No thank you. 1 or 2 pieces of cheese? Just one. Mustard? Can I have horseradish sauce? Just a little bit. Sorry, I don't mean to yell my my sandwich conditions into y'all's ears. Yeah, don't you dare put off your exercise. That's important. Now I want a sandwich. When are you going to make those bracelets? I'm not certain. I'm trying really hard to get this costume done. It's probably the most intricate costume I have ever done, and it has taken over my life. Neighbor's music. Please don't get me copyright infringement. You can bump your music all day long as long as it's copyright free. Have you made faux opals, and are they worth the effort? I used, for the faux opals that I've made, I just used some opal clay by Sculpting, and so it wasn't very much effort at all, so I feel like it was totally worth it. Is it bad to cook the clay longer? I don't think so. It's just a matter of your lighter colors are going to risk burning if you bake it for quite a long time. Say 1 or 2 cheese. Just one. Horsey sauce. Okay. So here we go. It's not looking real smooth, but that's all right. Okay. Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Sandwich time. Oh, that smells really good. Thank you, honey. Okay, so random question. What is one of your favorite videos that you've done? I don't know. I don't really like my videos. Like, not to be that way, but I don't know. I don't know which video is my favorite. Sorry guys, lunch break. Oh, did I miss a question? What is your wrist size? I wear about I'm a 7.5 inch wrist, but I like it closer to like 7 3/4 or 8 inches. I like a looser bracelet. Random question. What is one of your, oh, I already read that. I'm eating soup and breadsticks while I watch you. Right on. I'm not able to go through and see timestamps. Karine, could you re-ask your questions for me? Thank you. Kids are wanting dinner, so I have to go. Oh, bye, Deborah. Have a good dinner. Sandwich. Okay. So this is how the mushrooms are coming out. And so now I need to place all of these little dots that we made. I think this is ham with a slice of cheese. You're right, Naomi. Are these magic mushrooms? They are magical in that they glow in the dark. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Seeing as how it's not dark. Stop touching it with your fingers, Vaughn. Okay, I like liverwurst. Right on. You better get Bob's after making you a sandwich. That's a fair. Oh, well, thanks, Abigail. Okay, so I'm going to keep eating. It's perfectly fine without it, love. So I'm just taking these little guys and smushing them in. I'm going to bring this over so that y'all can see what I'm doing a little better. Sorry, I'm super self-conscious of eating noises. Sculpey does make a glow in the dark. It glows really vibrantly, actually. Pork, pork. I'm trying to place them relatively irregularly. That way it doesn't look like, I mean, I don't want my spots on a grid work. What is one of your favorite things to make? Honestly, I love the crap out of these fairy houses. They make me so happy. And watercolor art is another one of my favorite things. I love to do watercolor, but I don't do it as much as I'd like. I don't know why. Uh-oh, it looks like I might need more little dots. Well, since my hands aren't all red, I guess I can make more without too much trouble. I had something got shuffled aside, then one night I saw something odd glowing and couldn't figure out what it was. I'm going to add in just a wee bitty one right there. There we go. Nice little... I didn't use a dot cutter. I just kind of pinched it off with my finger. There we go. Be right back, guys. I'm going to let the dogs in real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Sandwich is almost gone. Okay, so I'm going to bake this one like that. Now, I am going to need more dots, though, so I'm just going to pinch it with my finger and smush. Pinch, roll, and smush. Pinch, roll, and smush. Man, that wind is blowing like crazy outside. Mushrooms. I'm making mushroom stew tonight. Oh, that sounds nice. There we go. And we'll see how far that gets us. Carol asks, am I going to put a little skirt on the mushroom in the middle? I'm not going to on these ones. I'm going for a much less realistic mushroom. But if you're making your own, that's definitely an option. And so I'm just taking them and smushing them. And you can see the baked ones maintain a much larger shape and don't get as smushed flat as the, You're having trouble with our internet. My hubby thought buffering was because of YouTube. Hey, where did you get that marble plate? I got this at Goodwill. It was a trivet. And I popped the little plastic feet off the bottom, and I use it when I teach leather classes, as something to do tooling on. And it also bakes really well. Just making little polka dotted mushrooms. Oops. Well, that's gone forever. That fell right down the vent hole. There we go. Smush. And smush. And I feel like I could use a couple more little ones. I went Parawire, Lavender, Peacock, and Peridot. Right on. Do you have any suggestions on which tutorial to start with? I want to make a bracelet for my 2-year-old grandchild using wire beads and animals. Or sweets. Oh goodness. The herringbone bangle would probably work pretty well, because at such a young age, you want it to be very secure that they won't be able to take it off. Like, you know what I mean? And you also don't want a bunch of like loose little pokey ends. Boop. And there we go. There's the other one. And so now I'm going to go and I'm going to pop these guys into the oven just as is. Then just smushing together my extra clay. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to... Hey, Randy, are you still using the toaster oven?
Yeah.
For how much longer? Because I need to toast these.
It's on the last dot.
Okay. I'm going to wait just a minute more before popping it into the oven. Finishing my sandwich. And then we get to start actually putting it all together. Can you read back questions? Okay. Nomi says, I was told the price till people complain. Your time and skills are worth something. That's pretty good advice. Can you do more on leather looking to do chest plate like Roman armor? I'll definitely be doing that, James. We're going to be doing testing out a breastplate design in foam for Saiyan armor for Randy, but it's very close in concept to just regular leather breastplate, and so I'm going to see how these foam patterns translate over into leather. If you price what people consider high, it could give a customer wiggle room to negotiate as long as your accepted reduced price doesn't make you sacrifice. Right on. Do you like the teaching part of what you do, or do you just like crafting on your own? I love getting to teach, actually. It's invigorating. It's challenging. At times, it forces me and encourages me to be Sorry guys, my app crashed. I'm back. Finishing my sandwich. Home. Thank you, peddler. I'm really glad that you like my tutorials. Okay, so I'm back. If everybody can hear me, you might need to refresh your page for everybody who's watching it live. Anne asks, Vaughn, have you seen the new take of the henna where they put the patterns on the skin with glue and then color them with makeup powders and glitter? I haven't. That sounds really cool. If you want, you can call me Sean. I'll try to remember that, Sean. But yeah, that makes it a lot easier. So what's your highest priced item at the conventions? The highest priced costume that I've ever sold, like the highest priced things that we have are our costumes. And the highest priced one I've ever sold was, like, it was like a $600, like, piece. But it came out really cool. I do have armor that will sell for more if I ever sell it, like my own personal pieces, and those would sell for around $3,000 for, again, the head to toe gear, but we don't have those for sale, we just have them for display. Yeah, so okay, cool. Mikio says I didn't patch out. Hola, Marisa. But yeah, and we found out that people aren't gonna know what we can do as artisans. I'm eating more of these beans. It's a vegetable, right? Beans or fruit? But people won't know what I can do as an artist until I do it, you know. Caitlin says, why can't I find your Etsy page? You can find my Etsy page by going to backtoearthcreations.com and clicking on the shop tab that takes you right to my updated Etsy store. Oh, thank you for subscribing to Randy, Nimie. Jacob asks, what is your favorite chainmail to make? Oh, thank you, honey. Probably half Persian 3-in-1 because it's so versatile and it merges well with wire wrapping. I have another weave that I want to teach you guys showing how to merge 3-in-1 with Celtic Visions. I don't know. And then 4-in-1's always a nice go-to. I really like the stretchy chainmails though. Those are probably my favorite. Mikio asks, so how did you learn Spanish, Vaughn? I loved your Spanish tutorial. Way cool. I took 3 years of advanced placement Spanish in high school, so I understand a little bit like verb structure and how it's supposed to be pronounced. It doesn't always come out right, but you know, just I don't know, like, but I honestly I used Google Translate for what I wanted to say, and then like to make to double check how my sentence structure was supposed to be. And then I just practiced a whole bunch trying to pronounce the words. Like whenever I was reading, like, because I had a script next to me, but whenever I read the script, it looks like this. Like you can tell that I'm reading something off camera. So I would read the line and I would practice it and I'd practice it, and then I would take like one of the lines took 20 shots till I got it right without having to look at the script. And then I just read the script that I had put together for the tutorial part where I wasn't on camera. So I still don't at all consider myself a Spanish speaker, but I think this is going to be a very good way for me to practice, to learn how to speak Spanish through use and repetition, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. Hey, Moonborn, don't lose self-confidence. Love the bowler. Isn't he handsome, guys? Gotta go. Thanks for keeping me company. Bye, Hannah. Oh, no. Is it weird that I can do the 6-in-1 but still haven't mastered the 3-in-1? They're technically like half of the same weave, but they're so completely different in how it actually comes together, so that's not weird at all. I'm gonna go make my own sandwich. My Spanish friend said you did a great job. Oh, right on. Thanks, Mikio and Mikio's Spanish friends. Me encanta todo lo que haces. No hablo inglés. That's okay. What is the plastic sheets you use? Which plastic sheets? Okay, I gotta be right back though, guys. I'm gonna go pop this into the oven for another 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. So I'll be right back. Damn it. It's okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay?
It just smushed is all. It landed square on its little head.
Thank you. Just have the rest, or?
Yeah. I got some Fritos.
Well, we have lunch meat again.
Hmm?
We have lunch meat again.
Oh, really? How'd you get more lunch meat?
Don't ask.
I don't understand. Okay,
What's the daily way of making this and get that for you?
oh no. Gigi says, I feel like I would die inside every time I sold a costume. I mean, that is so much work. It is, but I do it because I like doing it. And then I sell it so that I can keep doing it. Let me try to, there we go, de-blurry. Have you tried putting the script behind the camera? I did try that, but it's still like, it looked like I was going like this. And then also this eye crosses a bit whenever I read. So, or at least whenever I read, whenever I'm tired, my lazy eye starts to come back. Ooh, Jacob says, my friends want me to make a stretchy chainmail shirt. I'm still thinking of how to make one. Same way that you would make a regular chainmail shirt, you just incorporate the rubber rings for in the weave for the rings that you would close and put onto the open ring. Wow, that's not making a whole lot of sense. If you follow my, if you watch my stretchy chainmail bra tutorial, same weave that's used in the chainmail shirts, you would just do it like that, is one way to do it. So, sing for us again. Ooh, wow, okay. Your friend
sent me 1,779 raw slither skin mackerels.
Why did he send you 17,000 mackerels?
And then said, the spoils of war versus the great slither skin mackerel campaign. I think that's what he had left over.
That's very true. Garden says the nice thing about baking half of it is if you drop it like that, it only affects part of it. That is so true. How long was your Etsy store open before you got a sale? I'm getting plenty of visits and views, but no sales yet. Corn chips are amazing, by the way. Sorry. I had my Etsy store for like a year before I made my first sale. And then I had reopened a new Back to Earth Creations because I couldn't remember the login info for my other one. So if you see two Back to Earth Creation Etsy stores, yes, they're both mine, but one of them is listed as inactive or like on vacation or something because I can't figure out the login info or what email I set it up under or anything. So I just started a new one, and that one, like, I made a sale the first day it was open because I had shared it to y'all, and y'all came and bought stuff from me, which was amazing. So like how you made your horns and stuff. Oh, the thermoplastic that I use is Terraflex. It's just like Warbler, but I get it from Tandy Leather, and it's pretty yummy. Or, sorry, no, it's pretty affordable. I was reading about Fritos at the same time. The mystery lunch meat. If you can guess what it is, it's free. Hey, Diane, I'm doing great. maybe speak English and type Spanish. Possibly, but I really want to learn how to speak Spanish, so... Oh, good night, Lynn. My dad says hi. Hey, Luke's dad. How many items did you start with? I had about 10 items in my shop, initially. I've been learning how to make beaded jewelry and want to adventure into wire wrapping and even metal smithing eventually. I'd love to have an Etsy store. Etsy offers advertising. Did you use it? I have not. I believe in doing this and like talking to y'all directly face to face and going and doing sales in person, because there's so many. I mean, it can feel very overwhelming whenever you're putting a shop together, that it's like, especially as a chain mailer, there are hundreds of other shops with literally the exact same chainmail bracelet for sale in them. So it's about doing the people part of sales. Wire wrapping can be a lot more unique, you know, in expressing your style and stuff, but European foreign one is European foreign one for the most part. Like, if you're able to make a really interesting and unique variation of that, you have mastered, like, that's excellent. I wish I could do that more often with chainmail. But it's about doing your marketing. So it's I don't know if I trust Etsy to do marketing as well as, like, it makes me feel like it's out of my control how well or not well that it does. I'd rather have it in my own control and share it on my own Facebook page, not Facebook ads, but just sharing it and having my friends share it and trying to organically grow it. Because it's like, it doesn't matter if you've got a couple thousand people following your shop. If any of those are bot accounts, I'd take 10 real actual fan accounts over 100 bot accounts any day. Linda asks, how much inventory is best to do for your first craft show? As much as you can possibly make. You can only sell as much inventory as you have made. So if you only have $100 worth of inventory made, you're only going to be able to make $100 worth of sales. And realistically, you're only going to sell about 1/10 of your inventory before your booth starts to look empty. So Randy and I try to travel with no less than $10,000 worth of completed inventory. Sell value. Like, you know, like, these are
$10,000 worth of stuff.
Then,
Okay with looking back.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, we can, if we sell all of our inventory, we're going to be okay missing that next show. But more often than not, we'll have shows back to back to back, and we need all that inventory, not for that one show, but for the 3 shows after it, where we're still trying to get more stuff made. So just as much as you can possibly make and get made in as many different price points and in as many different styles. Like, the broader a net you can cast, the better you're going to do statistically, you know. And so that's the advice that I'd like to give myself, if I could give past Vaughn some advice. So I hope that's helpful to you. Do you have a twin sister? I don't think so. That'd be cool. She's good at crafting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Solo decir que me gusta mucho todo lo que hacen los grandes artistas. Oh, well, thanks, Naomi. I would think it would be kind of scary every time I put something up for sale. You never know if it's going to sell or if somebody else has almost the exact same thing.
It'll 100% never sell if you never post it.
That's very relatable, and Randy's 100% right. He's like, it's never going to sell if you never post it.
100%.
Like, if 100%, if you leave it in a box and don't show it to the world, they're not going to know that they can buy it. But honestly, I'm getting kind of discouraged, because I've had some stuff posted up for a couple of weeks now in my Etsy shop with no activity on them. So if you guys are interested, I have a couple of dragon eyes and like a bracelet and some art prints for sale in my Etsy shop. Just FYI. And stretching my ears at the moment. Just got my faith pierced. I plan to get more piercings soon. My goal is to make high-end body jewelry. Right on. That'll be really cool. That's definitely a niche that does not have a lot of people filling it. Aw. Gracias, Marissa. Check out DIY teleprompter on YouTube. Could help with Spanish. Right on. How do you handle making a bunch of the same thing over and over? Define handling it, because we get pretty slap happy sometimes. Like like pretty slap happy. Sorry, I didn't realize my volume was still up. Let me get this pulled down. So we're on mute now. Sorry it was loud in y'all's ears. There you go. Do you know when you will be taking custom orders again? Hopefully soon. I'm starting to get ready to make some custom orders. Can you make a castle? Oh, that'd be cool. Trinity says it drives me crazy to make the same thing more than once or twice. Honestly, we're very financially motivated. And so we just tell ourselves we need 5 of this bracelet. And then Randy will help me prep up the rings and stuff, and then I'll go through and weave it, and then he might go through and put the clasps on, is how we tag team chainmail. And that makes that a lot more enjoyable. And we usually have like Netflix or Crunchyroll or like an audiobook or something going in the background, and we'll just kind of sit and work. It's because that's more than anything, this has been our job for a decade. Just like how you've got the 9-to-5 grind, we don't always 100% enjoy making 10 of this style of bracelet in every single color that we carry, but it's like, well, we need filler inventory. I'm eating Fritos like a naughty person. But they're within my calorie budget for the day, so I've got this. But I'm going to enjoy the hell out of them because they are delicious. I have a store willing to take my things on consignment, but I'm having a hard time to decide what to make and how much. I am, Manny. I'm very blessed to have someone to work with to help pass the time. And Randy has been the best business partner in the world. Like, I couldn't have gone into Sims, build a character, and made a better partner. Randy is just, he's gonna be hard to beat whenever it comes to a production partner, because right whenever I'm losing my endurance for the day, he's like, you've got 2 more, let's do this. I'm like, okay. And we do it. So sorry, I lost my train of thought. Bonjour. Trinity, the best advice that I can give you for what to make for the consignment store is to have 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100, like hit a bunch of different price points, because somebody might come through and really like your style or really like you as an artist, but only have $5 or $10 to spend. And that gives them an option for supporting you as an artist and getting something back for it without breaking the bank. And then it also gives you room to really explore the artistic side of what you're doing and to be able to sell it for 100 or more, you know. So, hey, Elle. What makes you the happiest when you sell it? I don't know. Honestly, probably henna, because I like getting to sit down and like talk to the person while I'm doing it, and I get to make it like right there, and it's just easy and fun and not a whole lot of stress. So, but and it's like probably the newest. No, I don't know. Actually, it's probably art prints, because those are newer in our shop. Like, we haven't really sold a whole lot of them, so it's still like very new and very like, I sold one. I feel so bad that I don't know fluent Spanish to talk to Marcia. Hey, Carrie, congratulations on getting half Persian 3-in-1, by the way.
Nice.
Boom. Just saying. Nomi says, well, I guess that's why I still go to work. I wish I was more disciplined. Make all kinds of things, but only onesies, twosies, or just original one-of-a-kind things for special people. Right on. River says, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna do an Etsy shop or I don't know. The problem is right now is I have a job. There is nothing wrong with starting your Etsy shop just to lock down the business name. You can start the shop, you can start 20 shops and not post a single thing for sale, and it's okay. Well, I hope that I get to talk to Marissa better one day. So, but also to finish up on that Etsy, you can put one thing up for sale. You can put 2 things up for sale, and they could take years to sell, and there's just you're never gonna know until you take that first or second step. It's just make it. I mean, what's gonna happen? You know, you've got this. Jack says, who is that sexy thing behind you? You better be talking about my Randy. That's my Randy. Hey, Kristen. Have you ever been happy to see something go? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have like necklaces that we made, and it's like, I really wanted to make this, and I made it, and nobody's bought it for like 3 years, and it'll finally sell, and I'm like, yes. Jacob says, how's Asmith doing? He's upstairs playing WoW. I think he's doing pretty good.
He's raiding.
He's raiding. The mailman wasn't out there, was he?
No.
Okay. Manny says it only costs a really small charge to post things on Etsy. That's true. It only costs 20 cents. So,
At least he wasn't whenever I let them out. So at least he wasn't when I let them out.
Right? Oh, I don't have a job. That's what I meant. All the more reason to post it to your Etsy. Callie says, funny, I'm playing WoW, fishing while I watch you.
Fishing.
My favorite bobber in WoW, by the way, is the Murloc. Have you ever tried needle felting? I haven't, but I'd really like to.
I just let him out.
Bork, bork goes the doggy dog. Hey, Randy, can I have hugs? Just for like a minute. I'm super lonely for you. You're choking me. Don't choke me. I just need a minute of like soaking in. I love it when you motorboat my hair.
There you go.
That actually doesn't look half bad.
I know. It doesn't fit you, but yeah.
It's way too small for my giant freaking head. Kelly says, I love needle felting. I want to make a headband for Thanksgiving that has turkey and veggies around it to wear to work, provided I can go back to work. That'd be really cool. Carol says, grab an extra hug for me. I didn't even get enough hug for me. I'm so excited to see what you're going to make with the resin you got recently. Me too! Like, I'm super excited. I was watching tutorials on the way back from Joplin today.
Mama thrust. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I got to look at
Those dogs are driving me nuts.
It's not even in their room.
I just love those hats with big frizzy curls. It's hard to find the right name for your business. I have 2 names. One relates to my occasion. The other took from my mother's maiden name. Brainstorming helps too. It's a really good idea to brainstorm. Oh. And Sean says, rub it into us lonely people. We are lonely people. I'm in love with the resin ever since I made that koi pond I sent you, which I have in my bedroom now and like by where I do yoga. You ever do polymer clay canes? If so, which brand of clay do you recommend? I'm not real particular about brands. I post like any of the canes that I've done, I've just done with whatever clay I had sitting around in the house. So I'm really enjoying this Q&A opportunity though while the clay bakes. Oh, Callie. She's, I can't think of an Etsy store name, so I have an unboxing imagination right now, which was a really cute name, by the way, with nothing up for sale because I got shy when nothing sold and took it all down. I understand that impulse to be like, this isn't working, and scrapping it, but it's never gonna work if you take this stuff down. Like, if anything, post it up and forget about it. Just forget about it. Just like do it right before you're gonna get super busy. That way you don't even have an opportunity to think of it.
Oh, that's
what's going on?
Because the horde's easy to do. Like this.
How?
What?
Crafty says you have to do the bracelets. I'll do them.
Yeah, right.
Give me just a sec.
Okay.
Because I'm still not entirely certain what all of the things do. Like, are these the bracelets? Because, like, these are super cute, but I don't know how to do resin on them. Like, I think they're, like, bases for polymer clay. But I can barely wait to get started doing resin stuff. The menfolk are talking war. And some people were saying Primo was their choice, but I have a mix of Sculpting and Primo. Any issues when mixing the two in your experience? The biggest issues that I've run into is that if you have one clay that's very firm and you have another clay that's very soft, whenever you try to reduce the clay, the soft clay is going to kind of like squish out the end. Like, does that make sense? Sorry, I've got Fritos everywhere. Hey, what's your question? What costume are you most proud of? That one. That one. Right now. I need to find something to get busy with. Right now I'm on leave from work because I hurt my back and my right arm goes in and out of paralysis. I do a lot of nothing at the moment. Oh no, I really hope you heal up well. Like, that's pretty rough. And the way that I bypass the soft clay getting squished out the end is I pop the whole block in the freezer and leave it there. Like anywhere from half an hour till 2 days later when I remember I put it in. Oh, thanks, Helen. It's Randy's hat. He put it on my head. Hey, Melissa. Thanks for popping in. I miss you. I hope your surgery goes well, Amy. Last chip. I'm liking getting to answer your questions, though. Bo, we got our multicolored cards from Michael's, but they're also carried for sale on Amazon and at Sam's Club.
Multicolored cards?
Carts.
Oh, cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Stop it. You guys are too nice. Let me finish eating this chip. Oh, well, thanks for hanging out, Garden. Hasta la vista. Hasta luego. Do you have any tips for branding of an Etsy shop? I don't know. I'm not really good at, like, on purpose doing something, like, if that makes sense. Just do whatever you feel inspired to do, because it's more important that you do something, anything, consistently. It doesn't have to be like consistent in theme or in color or in material, but just be doing something. Have that action be what's consistent. Not necessarily the product of it, but just the action of, I did a thing today. It's like, I try to post on either my Instagram, business Facebook, or Patreon daily. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it's stuff based off garbage memes, and sometimes it's stuff with actual content. But I try to make that daily posting the thing that's consistent. And it's, if you keep doing it, then you'll eventually build a brand. But I'm not good at being like planning what the brand is going to be and then sticking to it. It doesn't work. YouTube on my computer is asking me to create a station. If I'm the artist, do I use my name or my company name for the headline? Well, I have no idea. I had meant to use my company name, Back to Earth Creations, for my YouTube channel, but I made it Yvonne Williams, and I don't know how to change it. So there's that.
You do know how to change it. It's just, it highly recommends you don't.
That's true. What plastic do you recommend for using to store your conditioned clay? You see those drawers on the wall right back there? That's what I put all of my clay in. Whether it's still in the blocks or whether it's been conditioned or what. That one with all the white on the front, that's where I put my gemstone cabochons. But all the other ones are polymer clay. And it doesn't melt or stick to them or anything. Because some plastics, it'll stick really badly. How do you feel about cats? I think they're awesome. I love cats. They're adorable.
Can't hug every cat.
Can't hug every cat. Do you feed the wild birds? I'd like to send you one of my bird pods. I do. I have suet blocks, but I don't have any out right now because we blocked up the windows, so I stopped putting them out but the cattle watch. But we've got starlings like crazy out in our yard, and they've actually been pushing away all of the native birds. Like the cardinals who had been in the backyard for like 4 years, no cardinals anymore. And it's like, dadnabbit. Have you finished the Capricorn costume yet? No, it's right there. But I did make the staff. All that I have left is the headdress. You can see the wig behind me, like halfway styled. I have the horns finished for the headdress, but I need to finish the headdress. And then I need to do the shoes. And then it's going to be working out how the body paint is going to be. Like styling the wig and then the body paint. And then we'll be done. And I'm really excited. Hey, Rebecca. How did you go with your mom's visit? She actually hasn't visited yet. Oh, this is squeezing my head. It's a little too tight. I know, but I've got like a squeeze line from where it was biting into my giant brain case.
Just sitting on top?
Just sitting on top.
Or did you try to force it on your head?
I didn't touch it, baby. My mom, I think, will be coming and visiting this Monday. We'll see how that goes. So, have a great live stream. Going to bed midnight here. Have a full house tomorrow. Have a great night, Jenny. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. Manny says you can only change your name on YouTube, Vaughn, until you get 30 subs, and you're stuck with what you have. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't go with, like... Vonkenstein or something. What are you even saying, Randy? Hey there, Vaughn. How goes it today? Didn't get a notification. Oh, I didn't get a notification today. Bad YouTube. Especially three-legged ones. Especially three-legged ones. Haru is the sweetest cat. What do you do for packaging, like boxes and stuff? You can see kind of behind us. Well, there it is. We get these boxes of, like, plastic bubble wrap packages from Sam's Club. But I think whenever we hit our next goal on Patreon, I'm going to be ordering a bunch of these cute little boxes. That way we can actually, on our craft crates, it'll actually be in a little crate. And I want to, like, make a stamp that has our logo on it, which is like the tree, like a wire tree of life with like a little door in the bottom. But it's like every time y'all mail me stuff and it has like tissue paper and bubble wrap, I save that. Like we've got a whole stack of junky bubble wrap and stuff up in the top here. But it's just like I try to upcycle as much as I possibly can. Glad wrap, name brand only, does not react with polymer clay. Ooh, okay. I was putting blended pieces between some heavier plastic, but it's cracking badly. Frustrated to see an agate looking blend destroyed. Oh no. Will you try it on for us when it's done? Yup. Shoes? Oh, what will you do? I don't know if I'll be live streaming the putting it on.
Well, putting it on, but
right. Maybe. I might live stream wearing it. Why are you going to focus camera? There we go. We had a hummingbird make a nest on our clothesline. Oh. You know what you're going to do for Aquarius yet? Helen, Aquarius is going to be it dinged. Aquarius is going to be super simple. I'm sewing a really flowy maxi gown and making like a fairy house style urn as the water bearer. And I might do wings. I don't know. It was going to be simple because I didn't want to take another month and a half making another costume. If you could only have one cat or one dog, probably one cat. Just because cats do better whenever we go out and travel. So, ooh, Rio Grande has a big sale in small boxes. Right on. Bob's and vagines. That would be good. At least your name doesn't have numbers after it. That's fair. I'm going to make a lot of chainmail because of Mardi Gras here in Galveston, Texas. Right on. Ooh, I've always wanted to make my own moccasins. Are you going to do a tutorial on your shoes? I could do a tutorial on how to make your own moccasins, but the shoes that I'm going to be wearing with this are actually, they're the 4-inch pleaser shoes, by Elle. They're like, basically, for lack of a better term, they're stripper shoes, like the clear ones. And I'm going to be making a hoof on the toe part, and I'm going to be covering the heel, the 8-inch stiletto heel, with the scales. So I think that'll be pretty neat. Hoofs for shoes, yep. Yotango 3 cats. Us too. We have Chi Chi, Haru, and Ember. What all of the star signs have you done? I've only done Capricorn so far. I got the whole idea into my head the end of December, and December 20th I started doing Capricorn. And it has taken over my life. There's Ember now. Will you be selling them after you're done? Randy doesn't really want me to. Not for a long time. And we'll kind of see how that goes. Like, I'm kind of with Randy on, are you doing costumes for all the Zodiac? I am. We're actually going to be doing a 2019 calendar because I'm going to be getting photo shoots done in all the costumes that I make. And then in 2019, I'll be sending out calendars to all of my patrons. So, probably like $10 and up patrons, possibly just the $20 and up, like we don't know yet. But I'd like to kind of get it put together because I would not be able to do this if it weren't for my patrons. Speaking of which, let me, I need to go get that out of the oven and I'll be right back.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Sound like you hit your head.
No, I'm good. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, well, and they all just jumped off anyways. Okay. Oh, your other half won't let you have any more fur babies. There's a movie on Netflix that I highly recommend. It's called The Secret. I've both watched it and read the book back in like 10th grade. And it really did. It made a big influence on me as a young person. Ouch, those are still really hot. To just kind of, start pursuing my dreams and stuff. Do you ever sit down and play WoW or games with Randy? No, because I'm a bad girlfriend. But no, it's, sometimes I'll play just, thank you, Sean. We just got a new $20 pledger. Oh my god. Sorry, completely. Capricorn is not my star sign. I'm actually a Leo. Go figure. But, what was I saying? Do you ever sit down and play WoW or games with Randy? I don't. I like to play, Champions and Norath with Randy. It's just that with World of Warcraft, it takes so much time to do basically anything on that game, and I don't really know how to like press buttons, like what buttons do what on it, and all sorts of stuff. So but I'll sit and I'll watch him play his games. I really enjoy that, but that way I can still work. I'm a workaholic. It's like I always want to be like making something or editing a video or, you know, but I do enjoy watching him play his games though, because I think he's my #1 favorite Let's Player. So, ooh, congratulations, Diane just placed her first order with Parawire. Amy says, oh wow, I really thought you two were married. So if you do and stuff, would you be making your own dress? Yeah, if we ever...
Oh, no, you're not.
Do what?
No, you're not.
I'm not making my own dress?
No.
Why not?
Are you insane?
Yeah? That's fair. Randy says, I want to get married in a timely manner. Yvette asks, what name is your Amazon wishlist under, Yvonne? It's under Yvonne Williams, but there's a link directly to it if you go to my YouTube channel and you click About, and it'll have links of like my social media and website and stuff. The Amazon wishlist is in there with that. I got my app crashed. So if y'all are buffering really hard, can somebody type and say, refresh the page or something? Ouch. This is how they came out. The 26 pages of Yvonne Williams, right? You need to watch a movie called Hotel New Hampshire. It's funny. Right on. I'll check that out, Carol. And I think I'm going to glaze these just real quick with some Pim. So I'm going to go grab the Pim. One of my friends got married in her backyard and she wore a Renaissance style dress. It was green with white piping. Gorgeous. That sounds beautiful, Sarah. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab the Pim, which is the spray I like to use. Okay, party mushrooms, right on. Let me get seated in my seat without falling over. So I get this stuff from Polymer Clay Play, polyclayplay.com. It's called PIM2, Preserve Your Memories. It is an aerosol that is safe for polymer clay. So let me get this turned around. I'm really glad y'all are excited about these, the Zodiac costumes. Normally, I would not be doing this inside, but it's super windy outside. Fortunately, the fumes aren't that bad, but I still don't recommend, like, deep breathing it. Do not put this stuff in your diffuser. And it really only takes a bit. Woo! Come back. Right? Oops, and I don't want to get any on the glass. I like it. It gives it just a really gentle shine. What is your favorite quote? I don't know if I have favorite quotes because they all eventually devolve into something else for Randy and I. But it's probably not all who wander are lost. Except for me. I'm lost. Sagittarius is going to be a challenge. I'm going to try to do a horse butt for Sagittarius. I want to see her do mine, Cancer. Hope she has giant pinchers and chases Randy and ass with them. We actually have some crab claw oven mitts. Okay, so I've got that sprayed. What is the saddest song you've ever heard? Oh, I don't know. Plans for Gemini? I'm not sure yet. The photo shoot's going to incorporate a mirror aspect, but I might do, like, split down the middle kind of thing. Hey, Aya. I still love Maya Angelou. Do you like YouTube? YouTube's pretty good. It gives me I like YouTube as a platform for doing the things that I wanted to do anyways, but sometimes YouTube themselves, like, I'm getting pretty tired of them demonetizing all my videos. Just saying. I'd love to make y'all a cake topper. Ooh, that'd be cool. Last night it was in dog beers. I've only had one. That's hilarious. Okay, so I have my hot glue gun heated up nicely. I'm just going to be using a spot, a pretty big spot of glue here on the base. And before that drips off, oh God, Y'all, I didn't test this. I don't know if the mushroom cap will fit. Oh, no.
Did you seriously?
Okay, it fits.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just got it in there. Ruh-roh. Ooh. There we go. So you can really see it from the bottom. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Randy. He's my favorite YouTuber. Okay, so getting that into place. Oh no, go on. You can do it. I believe in you. Just freaking stick. Sorry, I don't mean to get all angry. Yeah, moss will hide the glue, but I don't know if it'll keep the little mushroom up. Because I keep knocking it over. I don't know if I'm going to have room for both of them. Oh, I didn't think this out. Okay, also I should probably let the this guy is still quite warm, so the clay is keeping the hot glue from actually drying or cooling and hardening. BTuber channel asks, how do I get subs? Give me a tip. I don't really know. I've just, for me, maybe try to not make it about getting subs, but doing.
Well, I mean, now you kind of have to.
Yeah, to be able to make money at it, you kind of have to focus on getting subs. But it's the best way to get subs for me that I found was to not worry about it. People get really tired really fast of being like, 10 times a video, please subscribe, and it's like they're either going to or they're not to. Yeah, note to self, always check size of hole, right? Throw it on the ground. But do what you're passionate about. Try to do your biggest quality. Try to market yourself. But make people want to sub. It's you don't want to have to be begging for subscriptions. If that makes sense. Man, it is seriously when. Can you say a joke, please? Aya says, is that an ice cream truck? I kid you freaking not. That is an ice cream truck going through in this winter weather, bumping their tunes. Is that an ice cream man or a video game? That is the ice cream truck. It's the song of my people. Say a joke. I don't know. I'm not a very funny person.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
You did it. What?
3 minutes.
3 minutes till what?
You giggled.
Yeah. Okay, so change of plans. We're doing the bigger one. And it's still quite warm. Okay, so I'm actually going to try desperately to find more hot glue. Hey Randy, do you know what I did with all the hot glue sticks? Ooh, I found one. Found a rogue hot glue stick. Okay.
You found them?
Well, I found one.
Yeah, you did. Did you put them where they're supposed to go?
No. I didn't know they had a spot where they're supposed to go.
Thickens.
The plot thickens, he says. Okay, so I'm putting a big old glob. And now I'm going to put it in. Boop. And I'm going to hold it.
Don't hold it.
I'm holding it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have to make a much smaller mushroom for in this one. I have a question for Randy. What makes her the one for you? Hey, Randy. Come say nice things about me to these people.
Couldn't tell you, dude.
Hey! Did you see that 5-foot-long glue stick coil at Walmart? I did. Randy was gonna, he was like, we should get that. And I was like, that's cumbersome.
You'll never have to reload.
Okay. So this is sticking now much better. Why did you start a YouTube? I wanted to teach people how to make things, and also out of spite.
But not teach them out of spite.
Not teach them out of spite, but somebody was ripping off a design that it was those little star flowers.
Yeah, one of your first ones.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this tutorial. Okay, so at a convention, somebody had started ripping off a design that we were making that is in no way or form, let me get this focused, is not my design. I did not make it up. I did not invent it. I saw it, and the one that I saw did not have a complete star on both sides, and I figured out how to make a complete star on both sides. And I sell them for like $5. It's my star flower tutorial. And then, yeah, hey Ann, I'm still live. I'm waiting for my hot glue to dry. There was somebody else at this convention that we kept seeing at the different conventions we were doing in that town, who took that design, claimed it as their own, did it very poorly, told everyone else that I was ripping the design off of them, and they were charging like $30 for something made out of plastic beads. So like I was charging $5 for genuine gemstones. And so I was like, I really dislike when people try to spread misinformation and when they're douchebags. So I was like, that lady, I'm going to teach people how to make it themselves better for free. Boom! And then like, that was back in 2012, and now I'm a professional YouTuber. But spite's probably my biggest motivator. So I'm really glad that y'all think like but it's been a lot of fun. Manny says, great story. It's something, but yeah, and then honest to goodness, something very similar was happening with the dragon eyes. I didn't invent the concept of dragon eyes. It was something that I'd started doing that was working out for us, and someone had bought what? Vaughn said a bad word? And it was just, they had purchased some of our necklaces from us, and reselling them as their own. And like, they were the type that like they'd get like they had an artist making these tentacle earrings for them to sell in their booth, and they brought those earrings to us, who we also made like little tentacle polymer clay earrings. They're like, hey, we're currently getting these for $10 a pair. Can you make them for $7 a pair? And I'm looking at them and I'm like,
yeah, I could.
But I could, but I'm not going to, because I sell mine for $20 a pair and I can't keep them in stock. And it's just, I don't know, just the way that they extort the artists that work for them. I watched them strong arm this first or second convention the lady had ever been at, and it was not a good convention, so she wasn't selling very well. And she was basically in tears because this other person was telling them, well, clearly this is never going to work out for you, so you just sell me your inventory, and I'll take it all for $200, and then you can go home with money in your pocket. And a crushed dream. And I was, sorry, the app crashed, but it's just, it doesn't sit well with me. So I was like, that lady, I'm going to teach people how to make their own. I'm going to try to enable every single person who has any kind of motivation or inspiration or anything to that you can do this. You don't have to sell your stuff to that person. You can do it without selling out, without compromising, without it. Well, it's going to take a whole lot of compromising and being like, if you look how much nicer than you I am. No, it's Blackbird said, F you, look at how much nicer than you I am. quote Vaughn. And it's like,
Pretty much.
well, I mean, I guess you could put it that way. But no, it's, I mean, there's people out there being genuine douchebags. And it's just like, no, I'm going to help these people, you fucker. Like, it's, stick it to the man. Be nice out of spite. So, but yeah, basically, I mean, it's not a competition. Like, polite lady said secapoo. Spite equals niceness. Yeah, that's basically, sorry. No, it's, I'm really upset about this. Like, that person really makes me angry.
Jimmy Riffle.
I'm sorry, I'm not forcing you to watch BTuber. If you don't like cussing, please feel free to go. Kristen says you have such a great sorry, but no, if only the entire world worked like that. I don't know. I've been told that Canada kind of functions like that. I find it funny, but I get what you're saying. It'd be like a spite equals niceness.
Oh.
Yep, more than welcome to leave. We're adults. We do cuss here. Yeah. I like this video. Can you talk to me? Hey, Garrison. But no, it's, and so that's why I made a Dragon Eye video, you guys, I was like, I'm gonna show people how to do this. BT, right, that's Randy. He's my boyfriend. She doesn't usually cuss in here. No, I don't typically cuss. I mean this in the most loving way possible. I just got a pasta machine. Any tips for starting with polymer clay? Love you guys. Well, you can make some mushrooms, which my hot glue finally set up in the midst of me yelling and cussing. And watch this be the one video that YouTube doesn't demonetize. Your Dragon Eye video from a year ago is what got me started. Right on, sir. It was really, that was a changing point for us with our business. BTuber says hi to Randy.
Hello.
He says hello. I might take a break and see the F word all over the place. What I miss. Oh, just talking about our origin stories. But it was, I don't know, seeing other people, seeing not just them, but other people be crappy, kind of just crappy to each other, has been a big motivator to be like, be the change that you want to see. I'd like to like people, so I'm going to treat people the way that I want to be treated. So any crafter or artist will cuss 90 hours a week doing repetitive arts requires it, right? How long are you going to do the stream? Until heck freezes over, I guess. Okay, I am going to get this turned around, though, so that we can get back to making this.
Reviewers are like, how long is this going to take? Hint, hint.
Yeah, it's like, hurry up, Vaughn. Okay, so I'm going to check and see. Oh, no. He's too tall. He doesn't fit. There we go. Fits right there. Okay.
Not even if you turn them just so.
If I turn him just so, he fits. Oh, this is a thingy that I'm making for a giveaway. So yeah, next time I should totally test out and make sure my stuff fits before baking it. Tips to future Vaughn. There we go. Just smushing that down in there like that. And they're just happy little mushrooms hanging out with each other. Like it. Hey, Michaela. That's fair. LB says, over the years I've had to bump up my prices to keep away from the crappy knockoffs of my art. And that's, honestly, it makes me super proud now whenever I see people posting their Dragon Eye jewelry and, I mean, all sorts of stuff. Like, I could not be a prouder teacher. Like, y'all are doing amazingly. Yeah, you're taking the tutorials that I've put together and taking them so far above and beyond anything that I've done. So it's, y'all make it really, really gratifying to be like, yeah, I'll teach people how to do this. And I've got some little, like, silk floral and stuff. Ooh, that looks super cute. Okay. So I'm stretching the Trying to make faux fur. That's how I found her. Not even remotely one of her genres of craft, but a creation for a totally different cosplay. Right? It's cool to see how y'all came in here. People who swear are more honest, studies say. Ooh, 60 millimeter. Ooh, in peacock colors. Totally off subject, but is Nightbot behaving now? Yeah, Nightbot does a pretty good job. Yeah, Randy neutered Nightbot. Okay. So I'm going to try really hard to get this placed in here. Meow, says the kitty. What are you doing to that cat? You be nice to that cat. Randy. Okay. Meow, says the cat. Okay. So now I'm getting it. Get in there. And a little bit of hot glue. Oh, Randy.
What?
You be nice to her. You be nice to her. Hey, Ember. Say hey to the internet. She hates being held. Did you need attention, Randy? So you brought the cat over here. She looks so grumpy. Oh, she's such a good little thing. Who's my pretty little kitten? Who's my pretty little squish bean? Who's my little squish bean? She's like, I hate you. I'm gonna fart in your face while you're sleeping. Oh boy. Okay, back to work. Kitty break over. What is the plan for Valentine's Day? I don't know. Like, I'm really spoiled rotten. So I keep telling Randy, like, let's do what you want to do for Valentine's Day. And we can't really talk about that. So, okay, so we've got that little sprig put over there. That's looking pretty cute. And now, what else can we put in there? I've got this one that we can put in. My youngest granddaughter name is Ember. Where'd y'all get the name? We named Ember because at the time whenever she came into our life, we had another cat named Ash because she looked like whenever a fire goes out, you know, like the ashes. And so we named Ember because Ember had a much brighter orange in her fur at the time.
Much brighter orange.
And so she looked like the embers in a fire. Have you ever gotten frustrated seeing people selling items that you've taught them to make, or you've seen someone else inspired by you at a convention? No, love, that's the biggest compliment to me. I'm doing my job right whenever y'all are going out and making money and doing your thing and doing your business. It's my goal with this, other than spiting, crappy people, was to make it so that everybody who wanted to could go out and do this. Well, you're welcome, Carol. I'm really glad to be helpful to you. Now, I was really hoping I'd be able to make this with less hot glue marks. But that doesn't really seem to be the case. Because I'm not liking all the hot glue look on the bottom. I'm making a little fairy ball to give away to my patrons this coming Tuesday. So I guess I'm just going to take these to avoid more hot glue marks. Come here. Anything with the copy bot? What's wrong with you? Can you do a shout out, please? Shout out. Print round sticker and put it on the bottom. Oh, that's a cute idea. Because, I want everything to stick, but I don't want to have to see all that hot glue on the bottom. He's a child, literally, right? And I put him in timeout because it's like, not to be like, this isn't about you, but I feel like people, not you, honey, they're not saying that you're a child. Oh my god, it's not about you, Randy. Oh. Or green paint. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm actually going to put some here on the tip of my porcupine quill. And just glob that around it and then bring it through. Oh, that actually worked. Sweet.
I'm so surprised.
I'm pretty surprised actually that worked. For the second one, make a base with your moss blend. That's a really good idea. But it's starting to come out pretty stinking cute. I really like the little vine pieces climbing. I need to fit a piece right back there though. So let's see. There's a nice, that's a good looking piece of moss if I've ever seen it. So again, I'm going to just load up the tip here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There we go, and then flip it around and smoosh. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting set to apply moss to my project here as well. Ah! Oh no, am I missing questions again? Illuminati confirmed. Sitting her in the middle of the night crocheting and listening to you. I just love you guys. Oh, thanks, Bob. Green paint. You could put some green fur yarn on the bottom. Ooh, that's a good idea. Vaughn, ask Randy if I can be his battle tag friend. Oh. Randy says, I don't know. I don't know what a battle tag friend is. This is turning out to be so cute. Now I want to make one of the little dragon in it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think that might be what I put in this one. A little dragon. So this will be the one then that gets given away. Little strings that gets given away on this coming Tuesday. Yeah. Oops. So that'll be 2 big giveaways this month. Because we really only need enough moss to kind of make it or enough hot glue to just barely make the moss stick. I just don't want pieces of moss like falling out, you know? What's up, love?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Dragon on top. Ooh, that is a good idea. Okay. So there we are. There we are. And there we are. This porcupine quill actually worked out really well for getting, kind of just getting in there. And I really like the porcupine quills because they have a little bit of flexibility to them. 400 pounds of bubble wrap to ship that one, right? Oh, man. I'm just trying to tidy up some of the, Okay, well, there it is. Our nice little fairy orb. And what's more is now we get to see it glow in the dark. Maybe. I just gotta figure out how to turn off all the lights. Which it is dark enough outside. Okay. So we're gonna turn the lights off real quick. I'm gonna go over here and turn these off. Whenever I ask you to, honey, can you turn them back on? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm turning the lights off, guys.
I lied. I can't turn them back on.
You can't? Okay, so I have 1 light left. And I'm going to put it real close to the light bulb so it'll charge just as much as it can. And I'm going to set it right there. It might take a minute for the lights to adjust. It's glowing! And that's our little glow-in-the-dark mushrooms, y'all. Little glowy mushrooms. La, 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 la. Yeah, I need to cover the bottom with something, but oh my god. I am so excited about this right now. But yeah, so There we are. Glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. This is Sculpting brand. So let me actually... Lord, it got dark. Okay. And the light is back on.
So they're Chernobyl mushrooms?
They're Chernobyl mushrooms. Can you turn some lights back on? Let me get some lights going again. If you want to hit that one over there. Okay. So we're back with the lights. But this is, it was just regular Sculpting 3 brand, polymer clay. Bon booty. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. But yeah, and so if you guys would like a chance to win this, you only need to be a $1 pledger. These glass balls I got at Hobby Lobby. They're currently 50% off at my local store.
I think they're 30%.
30% off? I don't know, but you can always go in with a 40% off coupon. Ooh, thinking moon faces in that. Where are the lights flickering? the lights were flickering. I guess because the bulbs are heating back up. But, oh, and I didn't even put in any Lily of the Valley. Well, there's always the next time to make. The glow lasts for at least half an hour. It does definitely,
It depends on how long it's been charged.
it depends on how long it's been charged. They were on sale, Randy. That's all that matters. Sam knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you guys want a chance to win these, you can be a $1 pledger, and that puts your name in the hat once. If you pledge $5, you get your name in the hat 5 times. And then if you pledge $10 or more, $10 gets you early access to our videos, digital download content, even more exclusive behind the scenes stuff. And then if you pledge $20 or more, you also get monthly craft crates mailed to you, which those are pretty fun. But I had a blast making this, you guys. Like, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And good luck to whoever wins this.
We'll find out in a few days.
We'll find out on Tuesday. That one still has some dog fur in it. I'm dropping it on the floor. There we are. But yeah, just a little terrarium. Well, thanks you guys though for hanging out with me during the stream. I'm gonna let you guys go and get back to work on this costume. Oh my god, it was really cool to get to see that glow though. But bye everybody. Happy crafting, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video.